HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time I've got a can of beer from Beavertown in London. It's a can of their Black Betty Black IPA. I have done a review of this in the past. That was the bottle, probably the first batch of this beer. I've got to say, I wasn't a fan at the time. I really wasn't. And I think Beavertown's bottles were shaky for quite some time. Since I've been in cans, been absolutely fantastic. In my book, one of the best breweries in the country. I mean, they've come on leaps and bounds probably since the move from Duke's. I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, I've got to say. This video was pretty much inspired by a guy called Nigel, who's one of the guys who comments on my videos. He was commenting on my old video of the bottle release, which I really didn't like. I really didn't like it. So I thought, I've covered a lot of the other ones. I mean, I think I reviewed them all really early doors, back when Gamma Ray were like one of their alpha series, one of their like experimental beers, and I haven't revisited Black Betty. So you just stand in my head now, like, oh, don't like that beer. But I'm gonna break it to you now, even before I open this. I do know. I think it's a really nice beer. But I think it was really. I think I owed this beer another video. Get it all in there. There we go. There we go. So, beer in the glass. It's not. I won't say shiny black. It's kind of like a dark, quite a matte, really dark brown. Excuse me. Around the bottom, I can see like a hint of kind of like dark chestnut. The head, beautiful, tightly packed, pale beige. So let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, you get a hint of smoke, like smoke from kind of mesquite, something like that. I know that mainly from from using mesquite in barbecuing. For me, I get quite a lot of blueberry, something slightly chalky. Something still reminds me of like enamel paint. there's a burnt back note there. Yeah, blackcurrant, lemon, grapefruit. It's kind of, I guess, where those dark malts collide with those hops, it kicks out something that reminds me more of berry than it does those traditional hop aromas. But it smells great, and I think they get a really nice balance. It is on the hoppier side of black IPA as well, which I think is how it should be. It should be dark, but it should taste like an IPA. But I like a little bit of that roast in there anyway, so I'll probably get back onto that point in a minute. Cheers, let's dive in. Cheers, Nigel. Yeah, it's lovely. One of my favourite all-time beers is Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous. A lot of people would say that's the first ever black IPA. And this is kind of along those lines, and I think it does it really nicely. As I said at the top, was one of the beers that I think really goes more IPA side is what Colonel do. This is definitely knocking around that mark. It's definitely on the more hoppy side of things. I'm going to pick out something like, I'm going to say unripened pineapple, big grapefruit, bitter lemon juice. But it does have enough malt sweetness in there, a nice amount of charred, kind of burnt edge from that. Probably the roasted barley, maybe, I'd imagine like carafa. A lot of people say that is the way you're meant to make a black IPA. It's all about washing the speciality grains, probably, is it carafa 2, carafa 3, something like that, carafa special. Washing it through so you don't take too much malt flavour but you get all that colour. I mean, this is a very dark black IPA as well, which some of those which kind of are more hoppy don't get the colour. But this does. But as far as the malt flavour goes, I get a mild bitter chocolate, very slight smoky kind of coffee. Yeah, lots of nice kind of like sweet juicy berry, along with those more traditional hop flavours as well. Yeah, I think it's absolutely top draw. I mean, as I said, something like Sublime Self-Righteous along those lines. It's just sad that that beer is no longer made, but this is, and it's stuck in cans. And as I said, Beavertown cans, absolutely top draw. Their product at the moment is some of the best in the country. For me, Beavertown are the brewery that get me excited. Their beer is consistently very good. They don't go silly. They don't. I mean, they stick within very sensible stylistic constraints, but have a bit of fun. But brew beers to a very high standard, and this is definitely one of them. I'm a big fan, so that's a can of Beavertown's Black Betty Black IPA, 7.4% ABV from London. Lovely stuff. Cheers, Nigel. I hope that that ticked the box for you, mate. It's an absolute stonker. One of the best black IPAs in the country. One of the best in the world. I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.